Yeah, spot fires galore down here. We're talking about 60, 70 metre flame heights.
Okay, today we've come up to the Blue Mountains. At the moment we're in Mount Tomah Botanic Gardens. During the fires just before and after Christmas, large areas were burnt out, but the gardens, most of the gardens were saved. As you can see here, they got right up to the fence of the public area of the gardens anyway. The guy we were talking to said that about a third of the gardens actually themselves got burnt by the fires, but they're not the public areas mainly.
To have a look at the extent of the devastation after the bushfires.
Well, we're just having to leave the Botanic Gardens because there's a fire here, so it's probably just a small one, but anyway, we can't walk around it, so we may as well leave and carry on up the Blue Mountain somewhere else.
Well, we've gone up the road a little bit from the Botanic Gardens, and the bush round here further up towards Blue Mountains National Park is completely burnt through. Kind local people have left out food and water for the wildlife that remains.
Another food drop for the wildlife.
We're further up the Bells line of road now. We've stopped at the parking place for the Walls track, which is a 1.2 track to a lookout.
Temporary water station for the wildlife. It's quite incredible. After the fires, the regrowth starts almost immediately, and it's now about a month since the fires went through here, and there's all sorts of shoots appearing out of trees and things you'd think were dead logs, and little stumps, even ferns that I thought would be really badly affected by the fires are regrowing their fronds. So really quite incredible how rapidly the bush is regenerating itself.
And here's a section of bushland that hasn't burnt. So nice to see some greenery.
Well, they say mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Well, we're not English, but we're in the midday sun. It's about 40 degrees and it's frickin' hot. So we just stopped for water. That is damn good. You can actually see some smoke rising over in the distance. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Just turn the camera around. It's like these seeds have popped out after the fire, so New trees growing, one would guess, in time. And here is my happy companion coming to join me at the lookout. We have both staggered through this burnt out bush to arrive at the scenic destination.
Hi! Go back a bit. Hello, we're at Wall's Lookout. And looking around, it's quite interesting. On this side, it's mainly burnt. On this side, it's not too bad. There's a lot of greenery. Right, we're making our way back up here now. Back to the car. It's really, really hot.
Well, this is not a long or even a very hard walk, but because it's so bloody hot, it just takes everything out of you. So I'm feeling quite knackered and quite exhausted. But back to the car soon, and I'll have some water there. Well, the heat is starting to get to us a bit because there's absolutely no shade here, and it's, as I said, about 40 degrees, so it is sweltering. It's not a very long walk, but in this sort of heat it makes it seem like bloody miles. Well, we've made it back in one piece, but goddamn am I bloody hot. That was a good little walk though. And I've just seen over here they've actually dropped off some hay for the animals to, or straw, lucerne I'm told, for the animals to eat. Let's have a look. Just over here.
Sweet potato is a great food for wallabies and kangaroos.
Just what you need after a long, hard walk. Hot walk, ginger beer and
Salted grapefruit.
after a short coffee stop in Blackheath, we've come down to Govet's Leap and to have a look out across the valley. What's in the distance?
Unfortunately, a smoke plume.
Now, well, even if we'd wanted to go for a walk up here at Govet's Leap, we couldn't because all the walks have been shut because most of them have been burnt out, surprise, surprise.
You can see that generally this area has not been as badly affected by the fires as some of the other areas we've been through.
Well, just as we thought the bushfires were over, let me see another one in the Blue Mountains. Don't know how big it is yet, but let's hope it doesn't get out of control. So there's a couple of pictures coming up now.